Hey guys, this is the second installment of how to unlock the Rebels and Slaves faction. This time I'm showing you how to unlock it for single player. So you could do an Imperial campaign to play as the slaves. Now, as before, you need to pull up your data files. So if you have the Steam version of Rome Total War, you want to go to Programs, then Steam, followed by Steam Apps, Common, and then click on the relevant game, so in our case Rome Total War Gold, and that will bring up this file where I am at the moment. If you don't have the Steam version, you need to go to Programs, Creative Assembly, and then I believe it's Rome Total War. So once you're at that stage, you go to Data, and then I'll just expand this so you can see exactly what I'm doing. You go down to World, this file here, then you go to Maps, then you go to Campaign, then you go to Imperial Campaign, and then what you need to do is pull up this file that is called DESCR strat STRAT. So click on that file. Now this will bring up all of the actual factions that you can play in single player. So you'll have Rome, Brutii, Scipii, Egypt, Seleucids, Carthage, all of these. Now, the way I've edited, I've actually already got all of these factions in my playable factions, but more than likely, if you haven't already done that, I'm guessing that it'll probably look something like this. It's probably what your file might look like. What you want to do is to select all of the files, all of the factions. Just go copy or cut. So right click, cut, and then underneath the playable factions, just go paste and move them all in there. You just want to make sure that all of these factions are in line. So Egypt is just to the side. If I click tab, it should put it back in line. Now, I believe the slave faction will actually be underneath non-playable, but all you need to do is select that and then put it in this top section. Now bear in mind you can only have 20 playable factions, so there's only going to be one faction left over that you can't use. In my case I've left Dacia there, but I've put Slave and the Senate. So those are the two factions that normally you can't play, but by doing this you'll be able to make them playable. Now once you've moved them around, I then go to File, Save. If you can't save the file because you don't have administrative access, it's really simple. All you need to do is copy that relevant file that you want to edit, stick it onto your desktop, open it up on the desktop, then you should be able to alter it and then save it, and then you just simply drag that file across, and then it'll ask you, do you want to replace that file with the original one? You click yes, and it's all done and dusted. The other thing that I sometimes do, now I'm not sure if this will have any effect, but when I play the Senate, my game won't actually crash. Now there are a few people out there who've actually tried to do the single player Senate campaign and the game crashes every so often. It may be because they haven't unlocked the faction underneath the Son of Mars file. So to get that, again, go to your data file, go down to World, Maps, Campaign, but this time go to Son of Mars, and then you go to the same file, which is DESCR-STRAT, and then it will give you a list of playable and non-playable factions. Again, I just want to make sure that I've got Slave and Senate in the playable factions there. And again, if you can't save it, you do exactly the same process as before with copying that file, pasting it into your desktop, and then you should be able to alter that file, move these around, for example, save, close it down, and drag the file back, and then replace the existing one. Simple as that. So hopefully that now means that you can now play the Rebels in single player from the campaign, and if you watch my previous video, you'll also now be able to do it in multiplayer. So hopefully that's something new for some of you guys. Again, please do let me know what you think, and if there's anything in particular you want to see, please just leave me a little comment. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do. I'm going to have plenty more mod videos coming up, as well as my standard Rome Total War online commentary battles. So it's Biscuits signing out and wishing you all the best. Okay, bye now.